Hi folks, hope you're doing well. Blake here and I'm back with another music related YouTube video. We're coming up towards the end of November and so I thought it was about time I did another monthly update of 5 fantastic independent and local musicians that have just put out some fantastic music you can listen to. As always, all the links you need to everyone I mention will be down in the description below, so be sure to go and check them out and follow them on social media. And I'll add everyone I mention as well to the growing Spotify playlist. So I've done a playlist where I've put all the featured artists for this series and there's now over 100 songs on there. Some fantastic songs and it's really great to help support local artists. So let's get on with it. Okay, so first up this month we've got Steve Warner and you can get him online at Steve Warner Folk. So as you might guess, Steve Warner is a fantastic folk artist. He's based in Hertfordshire, he plays kind of all around and is doing loads in the folk scene. He's just released a new album and it's called The Corran Ferry and he was very kind to actually send me a copy, so here it is. It's a really beautiful album, it's got some fantastic lyricism in there. There's lots of great storytelling and Steve's kind of soft and emotive vocals are really great at driving the songs forward as well. So there's loads of great songs on here and I definitely recommend you go and listen to the whole album. And he recently actually released Sweet Temptation as a single from the album, but I'm going to talk about one that's called Stone Cold. So Stone Cold is actually the 5th single from the album. It's a really beautiful song and it's actually a duet, so Steve plays and sings as well alongside Alison Lewis, a fantastic female singer, and the song is based on when a relationship goes cold and the kind of internal struggle and how you deal with that moving forward. It's really beautiful and as I've mentioned about the album in general, it's really well mixed, it's got nice harmonics, really soft vocals and lots of really nice little instrumental pieces as well. So Stone Cold is a really good example of what's shown in the album. It features some really soft percussion and some really nice sort of guitar improvisation, fingerstyle guitar. And it's a beautiful and kind of bittersweet track because of the nature of the song and it's about a relationship that's struggling. I definitely recommend going and checking out Steve, he's very talented, he's frequently gigging and he's playing lots of different venues. So go and check him out and here is a little bit of Stone Cold from Spotify. This is Stone Cold by Steve Warner and Alison Lewis.
Have I missed my chance? Seasons come and go. You're so cold, stone cold. You're so cold, stone cold. Remember when we laughed? Remember when we cried? Remember when we shared everything inside? Tell me now, my love, well, has it gone too far? But you're so cold, stone cold.
Okay, so next up we've got Luke White. Now Luke is a very talented singer-songwriter and he's based in Hertfordshire. He's done lots of musical stuff and plays very frequently live, both on his own and in different musical collaborative projects as well. I've featured him before on the series and he's a really nice chap and actually he's just put out a new single and it's called Someday. So Luke is a really up and coming musician and some of his music was played on BBC Introducing kind of platforms as well. And Someday is a great example of the sort of stuff he does. There's an official music video for it which I'll show you a little bit of in a moment, but Someday is a kind of inspirational song in a way. It's about an internal struggle, it's about someday hopefully I'll feel the love for this relationship that I don't feel now and hopefully we can make it work. And it goes really nicely from a kind of acoustic slow introduction into building into a chorally driven, harmonically sounding kind of inspirational song. It's really nice, it's called Someday and it's the new track from Luke White. So here's a little bit of the official music video. This is Someday by Luke White Music.
And we fight and we run and we hide, so please just know that someday I'll love you better. I know it's hard, breaking down all the worn out leather before we fall apart. I'm not the best, but I'm giving all I am. So when someday I'll love you better, will you?
If you enjoyed that and would like to see Luke play, he's actually playing live on the 8th of December, and that is at the Irish Cultural Centre, which is in Hammersmith in London. You can get tickets online and the link you need is below, so be sure to definitely go and check him out and follow him on social media channels as well. So next up we've got Danny Barton, who can be found online at Danny Barton or Danny Barton Music on social channels. So I met Danny recently at a gig we played together, and he's a fantastic musician, really talented guitarist, and he's a singer-songwriter as well who's just started releasing his own music. So Danny is based in Bedfordshire, and I know as well as doing his own music, he does guitar teaching, he does tech, he does all that sort of stuff. He's into lots of things musical, so be sure to hit him up if you want any of that sort of stuff as well. But he's just released his debut single and it's called New Day Coming. So New Day Coming is a very driving pop song. It's about pre-existing privilege and kind of trying to do something to make a change. It's a great song, it's got really nice improvisation, some kind of blues inspired stuff. He's got a very like pop rock voice, which is really driving in the song as well. And there's some really meaty guitar riffs in there. It's really a great song for getting you kind of pumped as well and sort of driving this idea of making something happen. And I really like the artwork as well, almost represents this kind of utopia that would be like post-change, that sort of thing, an idealised world, or that's how I sort of see it anyway. So Danny has actually released a lyric video for the song, and I'm going to show you a little bit of that in a moment, and you can get him at Danny Barton Music. Be sure to follow along on social media to see what he's up to next, what he's releasing next in terms of music, and to follow for upcoming gigs. So this is a lyric video, and it's the song New Day Coming by Danny Barton.
Seems the very least that we can do, and maybe feel the light alone. Can't you see the light alone? Say thank you for the light. We could use another new day coming. Last one let us down. Find yourself a little forward thinking, and then spread it all around. Never been the one to go start something, time to turn that round. 'Cause we could use another new day coming. Can't you see which side of history you're on?
So next up we've got Max Ryan. You can follow Max at Max Ryan Music on social channels. I know he's big on lots of different social channels, so be sure to go and check him out. He's just released a new song and it's called One Night. So Max is a kind of pop singer-songwriter, but he's released pop house, pop dance infused music. He's doing really well, makes you want to get up and dance. So his first song was called Playing With My Heart, and it was produced by Taylor X, and it was a great success. Had thousands and thousands of streams, was added to different playlists, and really kind of make a big wave as well for his first single. He's recently released a new song and it's called One Night, and I was lucky enough to actually share the stage with Max when he did a kind of promotion for his new single One Night, which was last month in Hitchin at Club 85. It was a fantastic night. Max and his band actually sounded really great, and the song sounded great as well. So One Night is a really great rhythmic, dance-infused kind of pop song. It's got a really catchy chorus and will have you singing along and dancing along, and it's got some nice little electronic elements as well that you'll recognise, and the production's fantastic. It's really like what you'd hear on Radio 1 or similar. It's a really great single, and Max is really doing a lot to promote it, and it's doing really well. So definitely go and check it out. I'm going to actually show you an acoustic version of the song. So I think the song's really great, but Max has done a separate video where he's done like an acoustic performance of the song on his YouTube. So I'll put links to the original song down below, and it's in that playlist I mentioned earlier. But here is a minute or so of the live acoustic performance of One Night by Max Ryan, and this is taken from Max's YouTube.
Everyone's been walking right past me. I'm like a ghost that you can't see. All of my drinks been floating free, but you never noticed me there, girl. If you're needing somebody, then come on, dance with me. Girl, if you're needing some loving, then come on home to me. Girl, if you're needing that one, I'll be everything you need. If you want me, then call me, and I'll be there. Listen to me. Hey! One night, one night, one night, always all I need with you is is one night, one night, one night. Always all I need with you is one night, one night, one night. Always all I need with you is one night, one night. Then hopefully you love me and I can love you. Hey.
Okay, and finally we're about to move into December, which means you're going to be hearing lots and lots of Christmas music. Well, if I could do anything, it would be to try and convince you to buy a specific Christmas song this year, or at least stream it, and that is a new single by Ben Drake. So Ben is a very talented singer-songwriter. He's well known, he's released loads of music in the past, both on his own but also in different collaborative projects and bands. So he was in a collective project called Ben Drake Collective, and he was also in a band more recently called the Fibrosis. Ben has had a lot of success, he's played a lot locally and kind of across the country, and he's released lots of music, and he's just written a really fantastic and beautiful single, and it's called Christmas Time, and it's written in honour of someone close to Ben that unfortunately suffered and lost their life with pulmonary fibrosis. So pulmonary fibrosis, as you might know, is a really difficult and really severe kind of lung illness where you get scarring in the lungs and it means you can't breathe properly. It's really awful for anyone that goes through that. And Ben very kindly has decided to write a song and raise money for such an important cause and charity. So all of the money raised from the song is going to go to the Pulmonary Fibrosis Trust, and the links to Ben and the charity and everything is all in the description below. So the song is going to be released on streaming sites at the start of December, and so if you use the link down below you can add it to your playlist, and definitely be sure to try and help Ben raise as much as he can for the charity. So the song features a beautiful melody and the lyrics are really nice. The idea is based on cherishing the time with the ones we have that we really hold dear and making the most of it, especially at Christmas time, which is a time obviously for close family and people coming together. It's a really lovely song, definitely give it a listen and help Ben out and raise some money for an important charity. So here is a little bit of Christmas Time by Ben Drake.
Whenever I'm lost, you're there to be found. When I cannot see, you are the sound, the voice in my head that carries me on, the wind in my sail, the words to my song. I'm so grateful tonight that you're here by my side this Christmas time.
So thank you very much for watching this episode of the series. That was my latest edition of the monthly music guide, where I feature fantastically talented local and independent musical artists. Everyone I've ever featured in this series are in the Spotify playlist that I mentioned, and the link you need for that is in the description below, so please go and check it out and listen to some of the brilliant musicians out there you might not have heard of. All the links to everyone I've mentioned in this episode are also down there, so go and check them out and listen to any music that you've enjoyed. And if you enjoy music related content in general on YouTube, then please consider clicking the subscribe and notification bell buttons. So as well as videos like this where I promote local musicians, I also do my own music. I do covers, I do official music videos, I do gag reels, I do guitar lessons, I do vlogs, I do loads and loads of different stuff, and I'm always open to new different kinds of content as well. So if you are into this, please consider clicking the little subscribe and notification bell buttons, then you get notified every time I upload a new video. Thanks very much, keep supporting local and live music, take care of yourself, and I'll see you next time.
There's no 9 to 5. We got all we need.